President Obama stands at a crossroads as he visits Europe this week.
I think the president has to come out now and be assertive and a man with a plan.
Growing crises in Ukraine with Russia, and maybe even more pressing, ISIS in Iraq and Syria, are calling for leadership.
It's going to antagonize both those on the left and those on the right. No one's going to really be happy. So he's got to figure out what is really the best policy to do, but at the same time recognize the politics that are involved, not just domestically, but also internationally.
On that front, President Obama is trying to build a coalition to degrade and destroy ISIS, which continues to show savage brutality. The second American journalist beheaded may be a turning point for the president.
The Americans are the ones that are getting beheaded. And the reason why they're getting beheaded is because the U.S. isn't paying them off. Okay, the Europeans, their people are getting released. I think he's going to have to lean on the Brits and the French and the Spanish and the Italians to stop doing it.
One of the big questions for Mr. Obama is whether or not the American people back at home will agree with the tough decisions he needs to make.
Some will be dead set against any new military activity. Others will want to see action immediately.
I think what Obama has to try and do is gauge where that huge middle is and figure out what would be a reasonable tack to take, what kind of speaks to the ideals of the American people, and then based upon that, come up with a solution.
And be able to answer these questions.
Who's involved, what involvement we're going to have, what the term of activity is going to be, how long we're going to be there, and when would we be able to leave.
Schmoyer, Ebru News.